We arrived in Los Angeles very late at night, and it's early in the morning to be back at LAX to catch JetBlue and fly east to New York. The point of this epic odyssey is to show how far you can now go on low-cost carriers and the changes that they have made.
We're on JetBlue flight 124 with service to JFK.
Ask travellers, and many don't realise JetBlue is categorised as a low-cost airline. Down the jetway, on board, and it's easy to see why. JetBlue is the perfect example of how the low-cost model is evolving. Extra legroom seats available for a price, a full business class product on key routes with a lie flat bed, and this. They call it the marketplace, where passengers in economy can come and help themselves to snacks, chips and cookies, along with sodas. And the best part about it, it's all free. JetBlue offers more amenities and frills than every low-cost airline we've flown so far, and that's attractive to the business traveller. But the Executive Vice President, Marty St. George, says they are not a legacy carrier.
The analogy I use all the time is, it's like someone going to retail and saying, well, either you're Family Dollar or you're Neiman Marcus, there's nothing in between. There's a wide spectrum in an area like retail of different business models, and I think there's a wide spectrum in the airline space as well.
Innovative, rebellious from the get-go. JetBlue was the first to offer live TV at every seat when the airline was formed in 1999. Now it offers free Wi-Fi or Fly-Fi for all passengers on most flights. If there has ever been a no-no in the low-cost model, it is to be giving away Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. So why are you doing it?
It's basically a sponsor-based program. You know, we have a very strong partnership with Amazon. In fact, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can actually stream Amazon Video. We get paid for that. You know, we get paid from partners like Wall Street Journal, Verizon, you know, multiple partners who want access to our customer base. Our partners are paying for access to those eyeballs.
There may be perks on board, but it's worth pointing out this transcon JetBlue flight from LA to New York is the most expensive leg on our round-the-world trip, $482. Remember, low cost refers to an airline's operating costs, not its fares. And so we end our pleasurable American low-cost experience. The team and I have barely time on the ground before our last leg, so one final Twitter challenge. Eat a New York hot dog and see the Brooklyn Bridge. As you can see, 8 days of flying pretty much non-stop has finally taken its toll on the voice or that cabin atmosphere. But on we go. London awaits. Our last flight is long haul from New York back to London, and it costs $442. Norwegian Air, a disruptor in the low-cost world, a foreign budget airline that's trying to crack the transatlantic market. Right now, Norwegian flies throughout Europe and Scandinavia. It wants to expand its routes from Europe to America and has just received tentative American permission to do so. The Chief Commercial Officer, Thomas Ramdahl, says Norwegian is poised to compete. Are you a long-haul, low-cost carrier, or are you a European short-haul? And if you meld the two together, don't you end up looking like a legacy carrier?
Well, we are a global low-cost carrier, I would say.
Norwegian wants the long-haul routes, a huge expense for budget carriers. As you develop this network, the risk is huge that the costs start creeping in, particularly with the long haul.
Having the modern fleet, having a green fleet, having the newest equipment so you really can keep the cost down is important. Without the Dreamliner or the Airbus 350, you haven't be able to do long haul low cost, I would say.
Oh, and look! Norwegian is flying a Dreamliner. the plane fast becoming not just a passenger's, but a pilot's favourite.
I believed in the concept and the vision of our owner. After 3 years, we can see that it's really working and the passengers are really happy to fly with us.
What a view to end our final flight. Yay! We've done it. The total cost of our round-the-world trip, $2,344. Roughly half the price of a round-the-world ticket with one of the major alliances. As the team and I stride triumphantly towards the finish line, this adventure comes to an end, and we come away with lessons learned. It is clear low cost has evolved. Gone are the days of only offering stripped-down service.
The attraction of getting the higher-yielding business travellers is just so great that it's irresistible. So you've got to provide some product.
Whether it's an allocated seat, whether it's speedy boarding, the whole airline understands the importance of the business traveller.
In order to stay aloft, low cost has to be ingrained in the carrier's culture.
The degree to which we take cost seriously is every single new person coming into the company has to be approved by me.
So where do the low-cost airlines grow from here? Certainly long haul.
Next time you do this, you could probably fly AirAsia all the way around the world.
There's a few practitioners of this model. I think we all started around the same time. We're all finding our way.
Frequently finding a niche.
What we have, I think, is a market that has got a lot of room to develop.
Over the next 5 years, I think you're really at the turning point where low cost will dominate.
Passengers love the product. The legacies have had to adapt. Low cost is here to stay.
So we made it. 10 airlines across 9 countries in 8 days. One journey around the world in low cost.